Okay, hello everyone. This is our trip to Vietnam. So this is us in the plane. This is day one at the hotel. This is Hanoi. We are in Hanoi. Look at the constructions, the buildings. What's happening here? We've got to check to see how many spring rolls. No, what do we call them? Spring rolls?
Yes, we know.
Spring rolls. How many spring rolls we ate there and made in Vietnam? So what are they adding? She's adding some leaves. What's that? Radish.
Ginger.
Ginger. Ah, yeah, ginger.
Carrot.
Pineapple.
It's a simple way of making.
And then it was Dada's birthday the first day. So this is our she was a guide. Her name is Nee, and on the next day we went to a museum. It's a beautiful museum. Checked out all the tribes in the place and the way they lived, their houses. And this was an inside. This was actually a whole house that was moved from wherever it was in the mountains to this museum. And this was interesting. Look at these jars. They're inside the house. They have rice wine in them. You'll see them in a minute now. There, those. And then there are these big bamboo straws. So people assembled around this. Yeah, you can hear me talk.
Entrance. It's the way out.
This is at, where was that?
Ho Chi Minh
Ho Chi Minh.
Complex.
Yeah, these were fish going a bit crazy.
Our first dinner at
Lunch.
Koto restaurant.
This is the museum, another museum. This is a little island in the, and this is water
Puppet show.
puppets. Yeah. This is pho, street food. Our first street food. The next day we headed off to Halong Bay. This since we were the only family booked on this tour, so we had this whole cruise for ourselves. Of course, there were all the guys who worked in there, and then we went to this where's that, mines under caves. Yeah.
This is a view from one of the top mountains.
Yeah, that was anyway too fast. The food that was served. This is a view from the cabins at night, so you could see all the other boats that were docked around the place. Next morning, nobody inside. We had again just us headed back to Hanoi. So lots and lots of open fields and paddocks, and so yeah, this is interesting the way their houses are built, like a small house in the at the bottom, and then houses like the levels stored up on the top. This is, we are in Hanoi. Yeah, in the city as we are heading back.
We're heading to Hue.
No, still in Hanoi. This is the
Yeah. And then we took the train.
No, take the train.
so on our that's so we had, again, because we were four, we had this whole coop to ourselves.
This is the for the king, the shrine of the king. Tomb.
Royal Tomb
Yes.
of Emperor Tut.
Yeah.
Tuduk.
And
Tuduk.
the Citadel.
Or that the food that we saw was at the a monastery, so they serve only vegetarian food. So we were there, we went to eat food there. Then the next day we went to a palace. Oh no, Citadel.
Citadel. And Royal Tomb of Emperor
Tuduk. So no, the Tuduk was the previous day. This is the Imperial Citadel. Yeah. So there are various levels in which that was. So this is the Queen Mother, the last one, the Queen and the King's Mother. Yeah, this is the men's entrance. Then we went for a boat cruise, dragon boat cruise on the Perfume River. And this was again some kind of street food.
Local.
Yeah, local street food. This was breakfast in the hotel the next morning. So that's a view from the top of the hotel in Hue. It's a beautiful little town. So from Hue we went to Hoi An, and yeah, by bus. So on one side you see the mountains of Laos, and the other side you see the Indian Ocean, Pacific, whatever the ocean, Pacific. Someone talking really fast. That's my phone. Yeah, that is us being crazy. That was a shrimp farm in the background where we
Oyster,
stopped.
wasn't it? Oyster?
Shrimp.
Oyster? Shrimp? Okay, something like that. Sure. That's the Dragon bridge heading to Da Nang. No?
No,
We
we're
didn't do-
still going to Hoi An.
Hoi An. Okay. I thought. Okay.
The oyster
and-
thing was halfway.
This is one.
This is Hoi An. Hoi An, on the streets of Hoi An. Then we ate a particular noodle. This one, it's the noodles under it. It's sort of, it's made with brown rice. This noodles. So yeah, and so these are the streets of Hoi An. You had the Korean girls who love to dress up like Vietnamese. At night, the whole street is lit up. This is Puchu's turn to do a bit of a jump. Next day, we went to the beach. Yeah, it was very calm and got a bit rough later, but didn't have a lot of people when we were there, so it was very peaceful. So we then started getting hot, so we had something to eat and we headed off, and then we headed off to this place for lunch where we made white rose dumplings. What do you mean? Stop. This is the view from our room in the hotel. That's beautiful trees with purple flowers. And because everybody was getting ready for the Lunar New Year, the place was there was a buzz in the air. Everyone was very excited. Then we went for
Cooking class.
yeah.
And cycling tour.
Next day we went on a tour around Hoi An, and we met a veteran who was a fight, and we made
Rice noodles.
rice noodles. Yes. Oh, that guy wasn't happy with the way Tony was organizing the. See.
Your turn. He's doing the rice husk too.
Oh, is it right?
Yeah,
Oh,
and
not
the fire.
sawdust.
I thought it was sawdust. Wood.
Where did you get the rice dust?
You had a bags behind it. That whole thing behind it is full.
Yeah.
That bag's from that.
Not bad.
So these are being steamed, no?
Oh yeah. That's there are pots underneath which are heating up the water, so it's cooked through steam.
Missing my smooth note. Autumn makes that the dry sun.
We put the cycles on the boat and we headed back. Then that evening we went to another museum which was in the center of Hoi An. Yeah, and we had okra, and then that's eating really fast. It's Passover day because we're heading out of Hoi An that day. That night, no, next morning. Yeah, we were taking the flight to
Ho Chi Minh
Ho Chi
City.
Minh. This is the post office at Ho Chi Minh and also called Saigon. This is the opera house. Yes. We went for the show later in the day. It's called the Bamboo Show. And then we just wandered around the town.
Rain was scraping.
This is a beautiful display with the books on the top, and the books were lit up. You can't see very clearly in the picture, but it looked very nice. Then we had dinner at the street food market. The following day we went to Bentry, which is also in the Mekong Delta. So down here. So it was interesting to see how people travel around. Lots and lots of motorbikes. Fewer cars, fewer four-wheelers, more of bikes, and people carry everything except their house on their bike. So it's the number of people and the amount of things that they could balance and carry and still be very courteous and well mannered. Those are little fish farms in the house, inside the houses that are floating. Yeah, don't need that sound at all. That was Then we went to see a coconut factory where they made coconut candy and other things, coconut based stuff to sell. Gosh, this guy's really fast.
There is somebody eating it. Then there is another lady delivering the spread. Then giving the coconut as a okay.
Tony was not happy with this lady. She had an attitude, according to Tony. We got onto a tuk-tuk and went to eat. Oh, look at this fish. Poor fish. Martyrdom. Crucified on that. Elephant ear fish. Yeah. Okay, another session on spring roll making. Kondana? Sampan? Sampan oats, and this is where they were making soya sauce. Yes, so the monks, now these were the lady monks who make soya sauce. So we saw the process of how the fermentation took place and how soya sauce was made. Then that night we had a farm stay at in one of those places, and this is the view from the deck of that house, which was absolutely beautiful. Another round of what's it? Spring roll? Spring roll making. But these were different. What was different?
They're frying it.
Deep fried afterwards.
They were fried. Yeah. So the next morning just lazed around.
Heading back to Ho Chi Minh.
Yeah. And that was the family we stayed with. And we came back to the city. More spring rolls in the market. And all sorts of drinks. Then we went to the museum.
American.
The war museum, yeah. And then we had last dinner with Nee, who's our tour guide. And the following day, we headed back to Melbourne.